guys, to a brand new Disney Heroes Battle Mode video. And in today's video, guys, I wanted to continue and see how far we can get in the story mode. So I obviously yesterday attempted Kermit's mission. It all went relatively well. I've started to grind up all of the levels and stuff, so I'll put everything I have at the moment in Gonzo, because obviously I always tend to make sure, max all that out. 16 million Gonzo, putting up loads of his skills. So Chicken Run is the most important skill I have for him, because obviously that's the one that I'm using constantly to try and kill everybody. Then the rolling in one as well. So these two are the most important at the moment, and I've also got his red skill up to level 8. So as you guys all know, it's a relatively good start, going relatively well, and I started to just push through his friendship missions as well, so I could start to upgrade his disc as well behind the scenes. So that's quite a good move there. So let's get straight into the story mode today and hope we can get through, so then I can start to red 14 the rest of my characters, because if you remember, I said I'm trying to get the majority of characters up to red 14, because that's like a good cut-off point. So I want to focus on that as the main point, where I'm going to get everybody leveled up, and then I go, okay, cool, then at least I can move on to somebody else, move on to somebody else, move on to somebody else, just so I can keep some sort of routine going, so I don't get ridiculously behind on all of the characters, which is what I'm expecting. So we also have triple trials. I don't actually know if I have any resets in here, guys, but if you do, use all of them, because you're going to see the amount we're going to get here. So this, by the time this video comes out, to be fair, this probably would have expired. But, I don't really need to cover when these events come up. It's very straightforward what you do. But obviously, when it's a ×3, I do recommend using every single reset that you possibly own, just so you don't want to be wasting anything. I don't know if you can spend diamonds to do a reset. No, you can't. Cool. And then the trials. Great. Whatever for the trials. I don't need any of the badges in the trials. I know I have so many of them, so there you go, really. Cool. So let's check in. The guild, we've been absolutely killing it at the moment, the guild. So let's see how much money we got just for doing that. Look at that, 152 million, guys, just from doing 6 refreshes. Ridiculous. Because there it is, look, triple port drops. We've got 3 hours left. So most of you would have already used it, but there we go. Okay, so let's get into the story mode now. So I am quite excited for this, because I've needed to get through the story mode for a while. So I just want to see how far we can go with the team that I use here, because this team always seems to do very, very well, guys. So obviously, normally I just like to rinse it on auto until I can't progress anymore, because obviously as soon as Kermit gets a special, he uses it, everybody's invincible. Uses that, Mulan uses the rockets, everybody dies straight away. So you can see the combo here. So having Ian and Mulan on a team together is fantastic. So it's basically just building teams which can keep Mulan and Ian alive. So if I explain the logic of my team here, so I have Ducky and Bunny just because it annoys most of you. That's the only reason I level him up. I have Maximus because he's OP. He heals himself. Obviously he's a tank. His special move does about 8 million damage, and mainly, guys, once again, he's a tank who heals himself, and he can take huge amounts of damage. I have Ian for his lightning move, because it basically kills everyone. I have Mulan for her rockets to start off with, because what I like about that move, and I've buffed up quite a lot with her badges, with her mods, is because when she hits the people at the back, you are really, really going to see a very nice push of damage. So that killed Hero straight away, so he couldn't get his robot out, he couldn't do any of his cool little bits and pieces. So that's why Mulan is so good. She can just drop all of the support characters down in one hit. There's Ian again, dropping everybody down. So I am working on quite a heavy build for Ian. I was going to do some research on what discs to upgrade for Ian and everything like that. I haven't really decided on that yet, but he is the character I'm going to work on next. As far as Kermit goes, I'd imagine probably his best bet is just to upgrade his health, because obviously he doesn't really do anything else. I mean, if you upgrade his skill power, it would increase his healing, but keeping him alive is more important. But then again, you could argue that he is at the back, so he doesn't need as much sort of effort as other people would. But yeah, I don't really know. It's interesting to kind of think of a good build that would work for Ian. But obviously I've got Mulan and Ducky and Bunny just leveled up unbelievably, because they are my 2 favourite characters. Gonzo's down again. Now go to here. Okay, cool, I can continue through here. So this is going to all be quite important here. I just love that little emote that Kermit does as he walks in. So the main focus I want to do on this is because now, after I've done this, I can start to push all of my characters up again. And that's going to be a very important thing. So here we go, everybody's down there. Hit. Randall's down, Hade's down. So you're getting this huge amount of damage in, which is obviously very, very important. So let's... and you can see... Okay, I was explaining my team. I never got around to Kermit. So the reason I have Kermit on is because if I take it off of auto, I might be able to show you here if everybody doesn't die too quickly. But what's nice is because Mulan starts with a shield, when you use Kermit's move, it pushes the shield onto everyone. I might be able to show you next round. So let's just kill everyone in here. Right, so look, you'll see Mulan comes in with a shield, right? She's shielded, and then use Kermit. Oh, she didn't have the shield on. Never mind. But you could see that he cloned that attack buff onto everybody, which is ridiculous because that's basically killed everyone instantly. Now I also have Cheshire Cat leveled up because he's a very good character and he's very nice to swap for. Like, I occasionally swap him out for Ducky and Bunny when I need an extra character who can do just tons and tons of damage. So if we just use Ian's move here, just watch how ridiculous it is. Look. It's just ridiculous. Oh, he just got absolutely destroyed in the middle then. Oh no, I was too slow at using people's specials there. Let's go again. So here we go. It's just focus on Maximus this time, and you'll really see that for a tank, he probably is one of the best tanks in the game, and I cannot recommend it enough. So Robert F actually asked in a comment yesterday, and he was asking for like a noob guide or a starter guide. I've never really done one of those, so I'll need to think about some good tips and tricks I can give to you guys. And obviously, because there's so many updated things now, that some of my previous videos, which, you know, I challenged myself to do a video on this game every day for the past year, and it's been going quite well, and all of you have been enjoying them. So, but I would say, Robert, there are two characters that you need to focus on over any to start off with. Now, I obviously understand that it's going to be hard for you to obtain characters as a new player, because obviously the drop rates in this game is just as vile as it is on One Punch Man, but one of the best things you can do is definitely get Maximus. Even if you got him 1 star, don't worry about the stars, don't get too wrapped up in the stars. The most important thing you can do is grab Maximus and grab Mulan, because Mulan she's not necessarily the meta now, but she was for a very long time, and she's still very, very powerful. So what I would recommend to you is at least forming a team with Maximus and Mulan, and just putting all of your time and energy into the two of them, because you're really going to see your progression just fly through. If you've got Kermit on, Mulan on, you're really going to see that damage go on. So obviously I would recommend Kermit as well. Even Kermit on 1 star again is fantastic. So what I recommend to any newer players out there who might have stumbled across this is to focus on Maximus and Mulan to start off with, and you will not regret it. As far as any other advice goes, it's just keep grinding through. There's not a huge amount of advice because this game was a lot easier when it first came out. Now, some of you might know that, but I know a lot of you will probably agree with me that there was a stage in this game where they ruined it, and I actually stopped making videos on it for quite a while because they completely bottled the game. They got money hungry and they upgraded all the prices on everything, and it was very annoying because, like I said, I'm quite passionate about this game. I really like it, and they just did that. It was quite an insult. You must find the final notes, the inventor. It would be so sick if you could get the inventor to play as. That's what I'm curious about, if they'll ever add the inventor as an actual character. But obviously they'll need to keep the story going on forever because, you know, people like to play it and they need to keep increasing the tiers, and, you know, it's a mobile game, guys. It needs to basically be endless. Randall's been smacked there. Obviously, I'd recommend Ian as well to all new players because Ian's very, very good for the for the PvP. Because you basically need to form a team which works for everything to start off with. So, okay, I understand Colosseum might come as a little bit of a hard hit because you need lots of characters. But what you could do is at least use all those good characters in kind of one of each. So if you've got Maximus and Mulan and Ian all leveled up, they'd be perfect for PvP and story mode and elite battles, and then you're going to be flying. Obviously you might hit a bit of a hitch in the road on the friendship missions, but all I can say is just use that new system to increase their fire, then every day it just becomes a bit easier. Here we go, Maximus is coming in. Gonna have big hits here. Yes. It is so satisfying just seeing Mulan and Ian's move rain down on everyone and absolutely drop him. So here we go. This is going to be the completion of this chapter, which I'm quite happy about actually. I didn't think I'd get this far because normally I get absolutely ruined when playing this. Oh, Flynn did some good damage then. But once again, Kermit keeps everybody invincible, and then straight in we'll get Ian's special. And obviously Ian's firework is one of the moves that a lot of people in PvP in Colosseum try to max out, because you can just shoot his firework, everybody dies immediately. And that's kind of what I don't know what just happened there with the graphics, but that's kind of what I'm trying to focus on now as well. And really do try and narrow down a little bit on getting them up. So there's chapter 34 completed, the inventor, guys. Smashed it out. Next chapter, oh, it's a little dinky one in the middle, 35. So I wasn't expecting to be able to actually push through quite as easy as yes, quite as easy as I did, but I'm definitely not going to complain, guys. That was relatively good. Come on, give some more Kermit. That's all pretty bad. Not really fussed about Wasabi. Yes, he does have some incredible shield breaking moves, but I'm really not hugely fussed about him. So yeah, not really that excited about him. But yeah, guys, I do hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, guys, smash a like, smash subscribe, comment down below, let me know what you're up to on this game, and I will see all of you beautiful people in the next one.